Welcome back, everyone. Today we're here to tie this little shrimps, which I did the last year on my trip down to Punta Allen into the Riviera Mayan Peninsula, all the way at the tip end, chest and permit, and I was happy of the performance of this little shrimp. I call that the Ascension Bay shrimps, but of course that will be good shrimps to fish pretty much anywhere, everywhere. It's not that complicated to deal with it. Few materials involved into that. We're gonna basically dealing with the brushes, so we're gonna wrap things around. Then we're gonna make this little shrimps quite fast and easy. And as usual, I do the best I can to show you how to manage all the ingredients on this fly. So let's get busy over here. We're gonna use a long shank hook. In this case, this is the SS15, size 1. What I'm going to tie today will be the 10, and we have a little crystal flash black and pearl over here, hard monofilament, some legs, the eyes, and the two tarantula over here. Actually the tarantula is in 10. I'm going to grab one brush, and then we have the orange on the short fibers for the egg sac. So I got pretty much all the ingredients over here. Let me grab one eye, and we got some legs over here, the eyes as I said before, and we're gonna start wrapping with the threads. Here it goes. I'm going to wrap the entire shank of the hook to give it a base so that the materials we're going to incorporate it will not roll into it. Hopefully this it will ride upside down. Okay, I'm going back over here. We're gonna lash the eyes, of course. Okay, almost. As a reminder, I'm sure you've been asking why I untwisted or twisted the threads. Is every time you do a wrap, you twist the threads, so I spin it and untwist it because I like to have the threads laid nice and flat. So we're gonna do the eye. And we'll make sure that we have room over here for the wing guards. Remember, wing guards is a must in all crabs and shrimps. Okay. If you want to see on the tails how to do the eye, the lead eyes, you go on the web and I did a section with the lead eyes, how to install that to make sure it's straight. And we're going to go ahead and put some zap. Okay. You can tie in at this point because we're going to switch it to clear mono. At this point, what I like to do is just tilt over a little bit the hook, because over here we're gonna be putting the leg, the first sets of leg, the crystal flash, and the two brushes. Just like that. So we're gonna grab one of this guy over here. And we're going to just lay in one a little bit longer than the other. There you go. And we're going to go with 2 strands of the pearl. And 2 of the black of the crystal flash. Like that. You can trim this now or later, whatever is easier for you, of course. And just like that. So now we're gonna tie in the tarantula. First we'll do the tarantula. And then we're gonna do the orange for the egg sac. There you go. Put it back. And of course a little zap to make sure everything stays in place. Now when we wrap the orange for the egg sac, I'll go just half away of the hook shank. Just like that. Okay, at this point I'm going to put the eyes. I'm going to measure from over here. I usually go from the lashing point at the bend of the hook. I don't let it pass by. So I think this will do for me right here. Okay, just like that. Again, very simple tie, not complicated. As you can see, my eyes about the shank of the hook. Forward the threads. Drop of zap. And here we go. Just to wrap around. on the tarantula. Now I'm going to give one wrap right in front of the eye, so I will lift them up. Okay, you can see that? And I'm going to keep them wrapping around. And pretty much we got it. Back on the device. There we go. At this point, before I switch over the threads, I'm gonna go ahead and put the second set of legs right here. And we're gonna go back to the chartreuse threads. I'm gonna grab a piece of the hard mono, use the mason. What I do, I kind of pull it, straighten, and then I cut it to the size what I needed, so they're nice and straight as you can see it, instead to be like so I want to show you so that I see, because it goes on the spool. The spool is very small, but so that's the reason why I pull it, straighten it, and make straight. So there we are. Around a little bit over here. Also, you can see in details how to put the wig guards. I have a video on my web, of course, that will simplify your tie. Now we're going to pull up the wig guards. Okay, almost there. And we're going to cut it to size. There you go. Up, so that will seal everything. I suggested for you to leave the legs long over here because they will have more motion. And if when you're fishing, if you feel like that the legs are a little bit too long, you can always cut it. You know, we can cut it, but we cannot really glue when we're fishing over there. So anyway, as you can see, this is a little shrimps that it has a lot of motion. And you see on the tarantula leg, we have all these legs. Everything it will move on this little shrimps, and of course when it gets wet, it really translucent. You will see that the orange, the egg sac, that will really shows once it gets wet on the water. And trust me, those fish, they're gonna see this little shrimps over here from 1 mile away. I had a pretty good luck on these shrimps. They did a pretty good to me with permit. Be honest with you, I didn't try chasing bonefish with it. You know, I was concentrating on the permit. And I urge you to do the same thing. Rather if it's a permit or bonefish, and why not? The redfish, they'll go for it. I mean, every fish in creation eats shrimps, so give them a shot. I'm sure you'll like it. Until next time, you have a good time.